Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we have studied the basic text markups in HTML, XHTML. In today's session we will discuss how images can be displayed on the web page. Today you open any website, you can see some images on the web page. So image gives us more clear information than the text. So how images are displayed, that we will study here. There are different types of images also. So the most common types are, you can say, JPEG, GIF or BMP. These are most common types of images which can be displayed on the browser. So let's start. Okay, as I've said, there are different types of image formats which can be used on the web page, and which format to choose, it is also a very important, because when we display an image on the web page, then that image takes some memory, some size, and it may affect the performance of a website as well. If you use too much images on the web page, that may take more time to load your web page, because that takes more space. Images always takes more space than the text. So while choosing the correct format, you have to choose it on the basis of the size which it takes, or the compression which can be done on the format. So on that basis, there are some formats which can be used on your web pages. Like we have a GIF format, that means graphic interchange format, that is 8-bit color, so that uses 8-bit color. So around 256 different colors are used in the GIF format, that is GIF format. Then we have one more famous format, that is JPEG, that is joint photographic export group, which uses 24-bit color. That means 16 million different colors are used in JPEG image. Both of them are use compression, but JPEG's compression is better than the GIF compression. That means the size of JPEG file can be less than the GIF file. So how to insert images on the web page? To insert images on the web page, we use a tag, that is IMG tag. We know HTML, it is based on tags. So to display image also we need a tag. You can see here we have a IMG tag, and you can see a closing slash here. That means this tag do not have a separate closing tag. Okay, this tag with one attribute, important attribute, that is SRC, which means source, specifies the location of an image, because to display an image, the image has to be stored somewhere, and the location of that image has to be specified by using SRC, which is an attribute of IMG tag. There is one more important attribute, that is ALT, which means alternate text, and this attribute is required by the syntax of XHTML. What is the purpose of ALT here? This is for non-graphical browsers, means non-graphical browsers may not display an image on the web page. In that case, the value of alternate attribute is displayed. Or browsers with images turned off. In your browser you can even turn off images. Why to turn off images? Because when you turn off images, the web page will load faster, because image takes, I said, more size or more memory. So if you want the web pages to be loaded faster, you can turn off the images. But the thing is, if you turn off the images, you cannot see an image but a text which is specified with ALT attribute. Okay, now how an image tag is used? Now you can see here a complete image tag. IMG space SRC is the first attribute, and the value of this is the file or is the photo which you want to display, on the web page. Then alternate text, that is the value of alternate text, picture of comment. If the browser is unable to display the picture, browser will definitely display this message, that is picture of comment. So this is how an image can be displayed on the web page. Again, there are other attributes to this img tag, that those attributes we will discuss later. Now let us see an example on this. Okay, let me open notepad++. Okay, this was our earlier program, and this is the skeleton of XHTML document. Every XHTML document should have at least this part, I said. So inside the body we want to display an image which is displayed on the web page, so it has to be added inside the body. And as I've said, the tag is img. Then the important attribute src, this is required, which is equals to the file name. The file has to be in the same directory where you have saved your HTML file. Remember, both has to be in the same directory, then only you can specify only the name. I have a file in D because I have saved my HTML file, you can see here, in D drive. So in D I have a photo with a name tips.png. So tips.png. Then alternate text alt is equals to image of tips, I'll say. Okay, and that's it, / and the closing angular bracket. So that's it. Let us execute and verify the output. Okay, I'll go in D drive. So our file is hello, so I'll double click on it. Okay, now you can see the image. Can you see an image on the web page? Yes, this is an image which we have displayed here. Okay, now the size of an image, you can see it is taking almost complete space, but you can adjust the size by using the other attributes of img tag. Okay, as I've said, img tag has 30 different attributes. We have seen the two, that is src and alt, alternate text. Apart from that, there are 30 different attributes, including width and height. As I've said, image width and height you can adjust by using width and height. Okay, there is one more important image format which is popular today, that is PNG format, that is portable network graphic format. This is a relatively new format and should eventually replace both GIF and JPEG, both format. I have used a PNG image, you can see the clarity of image is also good and it takes less size. So PNG will replace both JPEG and GIF in future, but even today JPEG is used mostly on the web pages. Okay, let us even add these two attributes, width and height, in our program. In this I'll add now two more attributes. Width is equals to, I'll say 500 pixels, and height is equals to 500 pixels. Okay, so we have added width and height as well. Now again verify the output. I'll just refresh. Now you can see the width and height has been reduced like this. If you want to reduce it again, you can reduce it by using width and height attributes. Save it, refresh the page, you can see the size is reduced. So this is how an image can be displayed in HTML and XHTML. Okay, with this we will stop here today. Thank you.